Well, all right, welcome back. I'm wearing the shirt, guys. It's Sega time. It means I'm doing something else for the Dreamcast series. And today, oh, this is going to be a good one because the power supply that's in the Dreamcast, one, it's aging. That is definitely there. It's got a lot of capacitors in there that can actually bulge, blow, or leak, and that can cause issues. But the biggest problem with them are they are hot, so they run really hot. So you have this whole side of your case here inside this Dreamcast is just a power supply, and it adds a lot of weight to the console as well. I know that isn't a big factor, especially when you're just putting it on your shelf. You're done with it. So today what we're going to do is we're going to install the DreamPSU. Now the DreamPSU is a modern power supply that does a couple things. One, it takes up a lot less space inside your case, reducing heat. Two, it becomes an external laptop style power supply. So at the back of your console, instead of having this connector right here, you will have a DC jack where you plug in your laptop style power supply, plug it into the wall, and now your power supply is external and your heat is now external. Guys, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's get the DreamPSU in, power it up. Now I'm not going to show you any video yet, because we're still working on, as you guys know, that we did the emulation mod. And we don't want to show this off yet until it's completely done. So someone else is working on that for me, and I'll do a shout out to that person when we get to that point. But right now I don't want to show off that emulation device yet. So I'll show it powering up so we know that the unit actually did power up again after we made the changes. So right now, let's sit back, relax. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I do recommend doing so, as this is not going to be done yet. We have about 2 or 3 more mods happening with this, including an HDMI device that you're going to want to wait for. Okay, so what we're going to do here first is, well, we have the instruction manual, which is pretty basic. It's basically just a fold-out cardboard or heavier paper, thicker construction style paper, and it shows you what to do. And yeah, they're showing the optical drive in there because they didn't make the change that we're going to make. So as you can see here, you have your big power supply, which I'll show you real soon, and then you're going to have this little one. So guys, let's get this done. So what do you get in the box? Well, when you get a DreamPSU, it'll come in a brown box like this, and you're going to get your DreamPSU power supply. So there it is right there. As you can see, it's a real DreamPSU. Very important. There are other ones out there. Not saying they're a bad thing, I don't know. But I do know this one from reviews, and that's what I want to stick with. You get your AC adapter. Well, I guess we'll not call it a laptop style. It's an AC adapter, which is kind of like, you know, any, I won't say modern console, but consoles in the past. And they give you a variety of your connectors. So whether you're living in the UK or anywhere in the world, the plug for you is in this. There's not a choice. You don't have to, oh crap, I forgot. I live in the States and I got a UK plug. That's not what happens here. It's actually, you get what you order, and that is pretty awesome. Gonna get the US plug out. This is our start of our build. We're just gonna slide the US plug into place. Voila. Now if you travel, here's something really cool. You're a Dreamcast fanatic. You can only play on your Dreamcast, the only console for you, which pretty much should be for anybody. But anyway, you click here, you slide this off and put on the part for the country you're going to. So that is pretty neat. So don't get rid of your other ends, because you never know. You might travel and you might find a distant cousin out there in the UK, and here I am in Canada, and I was like, dude, you want to play some Dreamcast? You'd be like, well, you can't play your Dreamcast here. And I'm like, yeah, I can. See what I'm saying? So let's get this thing apart. Get the power supply out, drop this power supply in, and power it up. So as usual, of course, we're going to have to take the 4 screws out, which means you're going to still have to take off your modem or network adapter, as we so call it. I would love to find a modem, and yes, thank you. There are people that actually have sent me links. Can't quite remember your name there, and I'm very sorry about that. but that was really cool of you. But wow, are those modems expensive? Talk about highway robbery. So a modem for this is in like the $300 to $400 area Canadian. And I'm like, wow, that is just absolutely insane. But that's what it is out there. And I was like, this is really shocking that this is what this day and age has come to. And we're thinking, wow, computer parts have gotten really expensive. So have retro console stuff is getting out of hand. Guys, I will be showing you also, while I'm building this machine, I'm actually building a second machine. Now the second machine is for the guy who is actually working on the software. And the second machine is gorgeous. Mine is going to be the see-through blue. His, all I'm going to say is black. That's all I'm going to say. And I can just let you guys imagine black, okay, whatever. Yeah, wait till you see it. Absolutely in love with it. I'm probably going to do another one down the road using the same shell he did because it's just absolutely phenomenal. And as usual, like you've seen in my previous video, this just pulls off. Now, what I wanted to talk about. You have all these capacitors here, right? Now, capacitors are also known to swell. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't use good capacitors in this unit. I've never really heard too much about Dreamcast power supplies dying, but if they did, this is your opportunity now to actually swap out your power supply for a new modern power supply. Getting rid of all this. This is where all your heat is, all these coils, everything. And this is because it's taking all that information, all that power coming in and converting it to whatever 12 volt or 5 volt or whatever is needed to go to different components. And that does demand some hardware. And don't get me wrong, this is well built, but today's day and age, this is not needed anymore. So let's get that out. Now the power supply is only held in, I believe, by 2 screws. One here, and you got 2 clips. So we're going to unclip this one. See, just that right there. And where the other clip actually is not one you're going to unclip. This is because the board actually slides down on it as these 6 pins here. So I'm going to pull that up now, after I take out the 2 screws, of course. And you're going to want to take out this before you take out the screw, because you can't get the screw without taking it out. It's a real pain. 1. I'm so excited. I can't wait till this project's done, and I can't wait to show it off to everybody. I just ordered some other things too. I just thought that was kind of neat. Minor stuff, but it's going to be really cool. Alright, so that just pulls off like that. Okay, so basically there's just the 6 pins go through here. They slide on through here. Now keep in mind, what we're doing here is still not altering the console in any which way or form. I will put this in a static bag and put it away. Eventually I might find another Dreamcast, power supply is dead, or it's swelling, or it's going, or it's not quite efficient, and I can put this back in and make it original. So you never get rid of parts that are working. Absolutely. And even if this wasn't working, I can repair it. I can replace any of these caps that swell, or any of the diodes, or anything like that, or resistors. So it's not like power supply dies, it's gone, it's garbage. It can be repaired. So I don't know if I'm leaving this piece of plastic in or not. So let's take a look at what they want us to do. So it looks like that piece of plastic is no longer needed. So we'll keep that with the power supply. Just keep everything. So even the optical drive, I do have a Dreamcast with a spindle thing missing. So the optical drive that came out of this is going to end up donating to that one. And it's very important because it was my sports edition that lost the spindle. Don't know how it happened. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it happened. Okay, so literally, this just slides on and screws in by one of the screws. This is a very easy install, actually. I don't even know why I'm making a video. That's not funny. Of course I'm making a video. Alright. So now we get to take a look at the DreamPSU. So as you can see, very simple. Very, very simple. Okay? So that is something very simple. And I also noticed there's a lot of connectors here. I don't know what those are for. That's pretty interesting. That must be for some sort of add-ons that I am not aware of, or something that may be coming. They're definitely looking forward here. So as you're going to see with these 2 pieces now, there's this piece here is right here. this piece here that's way over here is now right here. So we don't have to, you know, this wire is long enough anyway, so it's not going to be an issue. So this, I wish it was blue. That slides into where your jack was. So now that slides in, giving you a finished jack on the end and not a... And the unfortunate part is they only make this in white, so it's not like you're going to win by getting a different color case or whatever. But as you can see there, see that? It fills in the hole so that you don't... And it doesn't bother me because the front, I kept the original color too. So that's not bothering me at all. And then it slides in, basically locks in place. There's no way to do it wrong. Top part slides on and it looks like it filled in that actual spot, so that's kind of neat. So now we're just going to slide this back down on here like the original. Down we go. The one screw hole lines up with the hole that was originally there, so now we have an extra screw from the Dreamcast. Keep it. Again, like I said, keep everything from your Dreamcast. It's the only way you're going to keep things original. Screw this down in. Plug this in right. Oop, get that out of the way. Now I can just plug this in right here. And we have a power supply plug back in. That little tiny thing right there. That is your conversion. Put this back down like this. Oops. Now it doesn't want to stay very much because I got the thing in the way. There we go. Drop this back down. You see that? So now it looks factory. It looks factory. So that's pretty cool. I mean, not as cool because it ain't black. Maybe I could paint it. I might paint it down the road, make it black, just to match what it used to look like. But there we are. That is in now, and now I will power it up and show you that that little thing there powers this Dreamcast. So we take this guy right here. It's a decent length of wire, so you're, I guess you're getting about the same as what it would be if it was the cord. Not going to say it's like any special length there. Oh, well now I'm going to have trouble because of the distance, but as you can see here, I'm going to plug this in. I'm pretty much on the floor here, so I'm going to press power. We have it. You can hear the fan running. So now we have power. The Dreamcast is powered up, as you can see. Here we go. And all I have to do now, put it back together and I can play games. So we're back in business. There it is. A very simple, very useful mod that I now can keep my machine so much cooler. Now, moving on to that. Remember how noisy that was? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Guys, what do you think of that? I mean, now your Dreamcast is powered externally, keeping your machine much cooler, and wow, is there a weight difference. And like I said, always keep your original parts, because you never know. You might come across a Dreamcast for $5 because it doesn't power up. Solution. Again, this solution will work if you want to even put it in a normal unmodded Dreamcast. So if you don't have the GDMU that I have in here, it doesn't mean you can't change your power supply, okay? So that can be done if you're using an optical drive or whatever you're using. So this power supply mod is not just for doing what I'm doing, it's an added bonus to people who have either had the system die because of the power supply, or you just want to run cooler and more efficient. Whatever you wish to do, that power supply works whether you're CD based or GD-ROM based. Now, moving on, I will leave a link down below. This product did come from AliExpress and it's not an affiliate, so I just want to leave it there. So if you're looking for this product, you can go pick it up, as it was the cheapest place that I could get it from. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. and I'm going to enjoy the new power supply. That's just weird. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this helps you. If you have a dead Dreamcast, I hope I solved your problem, because that is one of the biggest problems, if it did die, was that or the CD-ROM. So don't throw away your old Dreamcast. Don't dump it or waste it, because you can add a GD-ROM, SD card system, the emulation, or the new power supply, and bring your Dreamcast back to brand new life. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Game over.